Welcome back everybody. The penultimate stitch is going to be knotted blanket or buttonhole stitch. There's a lot of confusion about blanket stitch and buttonhole stitch, but as I think I said in a previous video, these days the buttonhole stitch is usually regarded as when the blanket stitch is done very close together. But true buttonhole stitch was for buttonholes, and it would have been done with the needle pointing the other way and the knot formed at the bottom here. There are also various different sorts of knotted blanket stitch, German varieties where the knot is done at the bottom. I'm going to do one with the knot at the top, and I think it's quite difficult really, so get a hoop and have a practice before you do it on the wheel. I've done a few stitches here to start, and so draw some lines just to help you. So let's start from the beginning. You want to start on the bottom line and stitching left to right if you're right-handed, and then we're going to make a loop. So put your thumb sort of vertically downwards to form a loop, and I'm going to leave it like that for a while so you can see what it looks like. The needle is going to go inside the loop like that. So that's what you want to try and achieve. And then you don't want it too loose. Take the needle through the loop and come up just to the left of that sort of loop there on the line, on the bottom line, and pull through and pull it downwards, and that should make a knot at the top. So let's do that again. Thumb round, and you can hold the loop with your thumb in place and then put your needle where you want your stitch. Pull it through, but not quite, and then you want to bring your needle to the left of the loop. And pull it through to make a knot. So again, make the loop, put your needle through the loop like that, and then sort of hold that with your thumb, and you can almost hold the bottom one as well with your finger, so that you go up there to make the knot. So trying to sort of keep, there you go. If I keep that like that, you can sort of see exactly where your needle goes. So that's the original loop, and then your needle goes to the left of it all and makes the knot. I had a request for this stitch, but it's not the most straightforward. So that looks easier to see. So you can see then your needle goes there. So that's your original loop, and pull it through. So round your thumb, hold your thumb on that loop, and then you've almost got to hold that one in place so that you get your needle in the right place at the bottom and pull through. I will try and show left-handers. I don't think I'm going to be very good at this, I'll warn you in advance, but I will try to show you now. So if you're left-handed, you're stitching from right to left, and you're going to take your thread around your thumb like that and put your needle in through that loop. and then you want to bring it up to the right on that bottom line. Hopefully that will have got it. Yes. So your thumb like that, down through the loop, and then this bit here you want to come to the right of that, pull it down to make the knot. One more through the loop, pull that thread down there to come up to the right of all that loop to make your knot. So I hope you could make sense of that. We'll do it on the wheel now. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to be the easiest thing in the world to do, but I've drawn a sort of leaf shape and I'm going to try and do the stitch a little bit angled. So come up in at the widest part if you're right-handed, and we're going to start in the centre. And then, so get your thumb and make a loop, and then take it through the loop onto the outer edge, and up just to the left of the loop there. Let's see if that makes a nice knot. Yes, there you go. The lines here are just for guidance. You can do them, I'm going to try and do them a little bit closer together. So there's your loop. And I'm going to try and get that to the left. And pull it through. So you need to be careful where you put your needle when you come up, because it's got to be the same distance, ideally, as the previous one. And they're going to get smaller and smaller as you go down the leaf. Prongs, that is. Seems to work okay anyway. So I'm going to carry this on up to the top, and then I'll come back and show you the start of the second half. On the other side, I'm starting at the narrow end, and by the way, if you were left-handed, you would start at this end to start with, so you'd stitch from right to left. So it's a little bit tricky. I've come down a bit further than the tip, and let's not forget my thumb. Make the loop. And then come up to the left of it. So make the loop. And come up to the left. Don't forget to try and angle it if you can. Now the knot's gone straight through the fabric there, so I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to cheat and put a little French knot at the top when I've finished. It's quite impossible to undo it. It gets easier as you go on. I find if you hold this thread down with your finger, then that helps a little bit as well. Now you can either do another one and go back and do another one here, or I'm just going to do a little bit of split back stitch. And then you can put your little French knot at the ones which haven't quite worked out. So that's your knotted blanket or buttonhole stitch.